Yeah.
Yes, but we can. You want us to do it again? We can do it again, though, just to be familiar with it again.
Okay, all right. So I'm just gonna open. I can just delete this. Don't save. Exit out. Open a new one here.
Oh no, Lord have mercy. So what's this on your screen?
Me?
Yes, it has four corners. Something like four square like this.
Yeah. Is the Tableau Prep opening up?
Eh.
It has four square in the middle, right?
No, it's by the corner there on the right hand
This one
side.
here?
Yes.
Okay, that's my printer. This for my printer.
I was wondering, I was like, what's that? Is that for my screen? And I was trying to click on it, and I'm like, that's not me.
That's my printer. I just put it up there.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on, Pride. Come on, Pride. Okay, so we have our Tableau Prep. Let's quickly use the same data yesterday, and then we bring in another kind of data and see how we can clean it up. Okay. Now let's connect to our data. Excel. We want the superstore. So you guys should just watch me, okay?
Okay.
We have 3 tables here, but my idea is to combine these 3 tables here and publish them as one data source. So I don't have to bring in 3, do any joining in Tableau level, okay? So I have my data right here. We don't know what we can do here. You can select which table you want to exclude or include by simply checking here. Well, let's leave everything there. I'm just gonna click. So I have my order. I have my table in here. I want to leave it this way. I don't have anything to clean here. But if you have anything you want to clean, like rename or exclude, you can go ahead and do that. We all know what to do or split. So I'm just going to name this my order here. And then I'll bring in my people, because I also want to bring in this people table here contains the names of the manager and the region that these managers are available for. So I want to be able to like select, bring in a filter so I can filter to see which manager is doing well or whatever. But basically, if I select this Anna right now, I'm selecting East region. If I select Kelly, I'm selecting West region because Kelly is in charge of West, Chooks is in charge of South, and so on. So I'll name this my people. And then I just want to join this to this table using this region here because we have a common field, region and region in these two. So I'll just drag this to join. Join. Now, by default, Tableau, we do an inner join. So you can see that this inner join is bringing in all of the table because nothing is being excluded. That's because we have the same four data in each of it, so it's matching. But most time it might not match. So if it doesn't match, it's going to exclude them. But for me, I want to be on the safe side. I want to bring in all of my table by doing my words because I have my other table is my main data. This is just like a filter attribute that I'm bringing in. So I'll just do my left join to make sure I have all my data from this table in, okay? And then I'm not gonna name this and so this is the result of this join here. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed when you did your inner join. I mean, when Tableau in this case, when Tableau did inner join, it was it is the region. But when you did the left join, nothing changes anyway.
That is because everything here matches. That's why it's bringing everything in. Okay, that is why, because it matches. But let's say here in one of these tables, we have like Middle East. So there is no Middle East here. It's going to exclude that Middle East and all the data from Middle East. Okay, I'm just letting you, in the real world, only be cautious of your main data table that holds all your majority of your data that you want to analyze. In this case, our other table is the major table that holds our data table. I mean, our data. This other file here is just to bring in the managers for the region. It doesn't really contain any information or data. It's just to identify who is responsible for this region that we have in this data set. So for me, I'll just do a left join because it's still going to pull in everything from this table. Once I do my left join, it will, because it's going to match. It's going to pull in everything here. But in the future, this data might change and you don't want to lose out any data. Okay, so I'll just make it a left join.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have this, I have the outcome. If I go in here right now, you can see that I have my region 1 and I have my region 2, because this is the region from this people table. And we have, let me filter it to region. So you can see that we have 2 regions, region from this table and region from this table. So since they are the same, I don't want to like have a duplicate field. I can just click on this and merge them together because they are the same. Or I can also just, okay, let me remove one of them. We can remove one of them or you can merge. It doesn't matter. Okay. So in this, okay, let's even do this. Let's remove this because we don't need it. Okay. And then let's move ahead. And I can name this because remember, each step you take, try to label those steps. This one here, I'll call this other plus people. Okay, so when I'm doing my joining with this other table here, I can know which one is which. Okay, so I don't have to guess work. So I'm going to bring in this return here. And I'll add the step. Now, the problem we have yesterday, there is no room for us to join here because this table, we have this field that are embedded with other information. So we have to split this file so we can retrieve some of what we needed to be able to join here. We have the order table here, and we have the reason for their return. So this is just to identify which product in these orders we are returned. So we're going to use this to like create a filter in this table here so we can identify which orders we are returned. This is just the order, the return file. So let's do like a split first. For example, let's do our custom split first, and let's use the space first, use it first, and let's split this. So this one will work well for us. And then we're just going to name this our order ID, right? So we can join with this, with the table. So let's see our order ID here. Okay, order ID, they're in the same format. Let's look here, order ID. Now, we also want to give our users the option. Let's see, they want to know what was the reason that this order here was returned. You can see that product description inaccurate. So we want to give the users to be able to see why the product was returned. So in that case, we have to split the reason out of this. And yesterday we have some challenges splitting this. Actually, there are some other formulas where you can tell Tableau that, look at this, split off from, you can count 1, 2, 3, and say split off from the third option here. But that might not work because we have this one here that have almost how many space? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will be really difficult to achieve. So for me, the option from
if we count it from the front.
Huh?
If we count it from the front instead of from the back and take Tableau to split.
If you start it from the front, if we use the first space, it's still going to give us only the front one, this 31 in the front, and it will keep this original one here. Let's try that. Split. And we want to, you said space, right? Space from the front.
Yes.
Space from the front, and then let's hear how many. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many rows do we want? If we say we want 1 row, it's going to give us only this. So let's try to see how many. Let's do 2.
2, yeah.
Okay, and let's click split. So you see what it gave us. So it only look at the customers and so on. It didn't really give us. It only because here we have customer that has space here, we have product with space here, we have that with space. So it's only going to look at those that have space. Okay, let's do Control Z and let's do another option. Let's do split. And let's do the space now. And let's say, okay, we want, let's just say 5, for example. Let's see. So you see that it's going to split each of the occurrence in the data and split up because it's looking at the space. So for me, in order for me not to waste time, I'll just use the little trick I used yesterday. Okay, and I'll just use the automatic. Okay, it split these ones out for us here. Let me see this. Okay, so I don't need this table. I can remove this. I don't need this hour. And now I can also now come here and say, okay, let me split this one. Let me use the automatic so I can just use I can add them back together because if I keep using that space, I'll still be having the same issue. So use automatic here. Okay, now this one is changing to let you to see what is there. Okay, so I don't need this one. I'll just remove this. And then now I know that I have this 3 table here. So in order for me to like quickly label this, I can just quickly just name this to like AA, okay? So that I call this BB because I need to add them up and call this CC. So I'm just naming them something short that I can quickly call up in my calculation, okay? But you can name it anyhow you want to name it. So I'm going to call this return reason, okay? So right here, what was our formula yesterday? We say A, so this is the AA here, and we say is plus, and then we did this bracket space. Now let me do this. Double quote, space, double quote. Then plus BB, right? BB, and then let's add the third one again. and let's put space. Let's put CC. Okay, so let's see. Let's click save and let's see how that works. Okay, so this one is giving us now, it's not adding up to like customers dissatisfied with product and so on. Okay, so we have our return reason here. So right now I can just go in here. Please, if you are using two devices, mute one so it doesn't echo. So I can remove this one right here. Okay, and now I have my return reason. And also another thing I wanted to try, let me try it. Let me see if I can group here.
What's the use of keeping this other one?
Huh?
Since, okay, for example, now, this return reason,
yeah.
The only way you can associate it with the customer is by having the customer ID by the side, is it not?
No, see, the way table works, so it's going to link this to each of the rows where it comes from automatically.
Ah.
Yeah, it will link it to the rows because everything, database idea is each table have a unique product or a unique information and other reason and notes. So, but they can be aggregated. Please, can someone meet their device? We're having so much echo. Okay, so each of these will be linked. For example, if I click on this right now, it's going to tell me that this reason here is associated with this ID, and all of the other table. So it will automatically sync it for you. It will not put this where it is not. Like product damage, the same thing. You see, it associated with this product damage, but it's not aggregating everything at this product damage level, but it will still sync with where they come from.
Okay, I understand now.
Okay, all right. So I wanted to say, let me try some like the group on the place. I'm not sure it's going to work, but it doesn't hurt. Common character, let me use this. It didn't work. Let me undo that. It didn't work. So I'm just going to, for time's sake, I'll just remove this for now. So we have what we needed here. This return here, we might not need this. It's just telling us that this order was returned. We already know that everything here was returned. So you can as well just remove this. We don't need it. And then since we have our order table and return reason, we cannot go ahead and do another join here. Now, by default, it's doing inner join. And here is what I was trying to tell you the other time. Everybody, please watch. Now, because we are doing inner join here, it's only bringing 800 records from our main. Let me name this here. Let me call this return. So because by default is doing inner join, you can see that in your summary result is it excluding 9,000 data from your order and people file, because it's only going to bring where this one is matching with this. But that is not what we want, right? We just want to bring this in here to identify some of the products that we are returned. So how do we bring in every data from this table here so that we don't lose out 9,000 worth of data?
Left, by clicking on the left.
Absolutely, because we want to bring in everything in this. So you see that it's still bringing everything in this table because everything here is going to match with everything in the people plus other file. So it's still going to bring it in, but if you just do inner join, it will only bring in where they are matching. Not anything not matching, it will exclude. And that's not what we want. We want to bring in everything in here and identify the return here. Okay?
Okay.
Dion, is that clear? Hello, Dion.
I think she says she has somebody she's attending to also.
Okay, she has somebody.
I think she has somebody at the house that she needs to attend to. She sent
Okay.
a text to the group chat. I don't know if she's the one anyway. Somebody sent a text to the group chat, said, please, I have maintenance in my house. We'll be back shortly. I think it's...
Okay, all right, okay, all right, okay, all right. So, yeah. So now that we have our data ready here, there's one more step I will always advise you to do. If I click on this, it is aggregation. Aggregation just means summing up your data at the level of each of the column. So whether you understand this, how this works, always use it. But Tableau does that for you. And let's add this aggregation first, and then we can go on. If I click on this right now, so it's going to bring in all the fields here. Now this is the same thing as in SQL, where you say group by. You know, grouping by is just like passing in aggregation for your data. So all you have, for me, the way I do mine, I'll just click on add all. I'll let Tableau make use of the AI to determine the best way to aggregate my data. So I'll just click here. So you can see that it's grouping by some of this data, and it's aggregating at the level of this, your quantity, your discount. This is what I want. So which means discount, this aggregation is done at each of this dimension here. So it's just to make sure you get your calculation accurately.
Okay.
You know.
So this,
if you don't understand this, just whenever you are cleaning your data and you've done with your joining, just pass in this aggregation and use and add all. Tableau will automatically do that for you. It saves you headache. Okay.
So
and then now
to always do this step.
Yeah, yes, always do it. Yes, even though at Tableau level, Tableau will do it for you, but always do it whenever you are bringing in multiple data or doing join, just aggregate. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now I'm going to add this step so we can view the data that we join. So now we can see that we have two order ID, order 1 and order 2. So we can say, okay, you can just leave it or make use of or remove one. Okay.
If you look at it, it's like they are different, and so I don't think there's any.
No, it's because you are bringing in data from two files, so it's going to bring in all the tables from the two files.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't really need it, but you can leave it. Okay. In some cases, you can leave it. Maybe they might want to say, okay, how many unique orders we are returned to us. You can just do a count of this, because this one here is the order ID for return. Okay, you understand? So that's why I said you can leave it or however you want to do it. So, but for me, if you want to leave it, I will advise just to differentiate. I can just rename this to like, okay, order ID. I'll now put in bracket returned, or not even in bracket. Let me move to the front. I can just say.
Okay, it's because the reason why you're saying is the return because it's fewer than it's 297 compared to the other one that is 5K.
Exactly, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So you can just differentiate it by saying return order ID, or you can just leave it like order ID, but just putting like a hyphen there. And so let them know this one is from the return. So these are the order ID of the return product. You get it? So it depends on how you want to use it here. Okay, so right now we have our table ready. So the next thing we do is to publish this flow, is to run this flow. So for you to run this flow, all you have to do is go to this plus sign and go to output. Okay, we have used this union, join, and pivot. Pivoting just like flipping your data. We've used all that. So if you want to use that, depending on what you want, you can go ahead. But right now, let's do our output so that we can publish this as a data source. Now, here is where I want you to understand again. If you want to publish this as just as let's say CSV file, okay, you don't want to publish this as a Tableau file. You can just click Save To, and you browse here where you want to save your data to. In this instance, let's save this to my desktop for now, and I can just name this because I'm combining, right? Can I call it combined Superstore? Okay. So now I can click OK. So it named it for me. Now here I can choose to like publish this as a hyper or a data extract or as a CSV. If you are using it with Tableau, say you want to use it with Tableau desktop, which you're going to always publish as a hyper. Okay, you don't have to publish it with CSV. Publish it as a hyper all the time, or TDE. Okay, so this is the one I normally use. Now, but let's say you want to use this data in another analysis a platform other than Tableau. You cannot publish as hyper and TDE because this too is strictly for Tableau. So in that case, you have to publish this as a CSV file. So with the CSV, you save it, and then you can go to maybe Power BI or Python or Oracle, or whatever platform I want to use it on. Just go in there and pull in your CSV. But if you are using with Tableau, publish with a hyper or TDE, but with hyper preferably. So now I'm publishing to my local machine. So I can just click on this and I'm ready to run my flow. But another, say you have a Tableau server, you want to publish to your Tableau server where you will be publishing your reports. You can also publish by going to this publish as a data source here. You click on this. Now it's going to ask you to sign in into your server, into your company server. Okay, so once you log in, you can choose the folder where you want to save it, and then you can also choose either as hyper, TDE, and just publish. You get it?
Yeah.
Okay, so now, for now, let's say I want to publish it to where we specify. Let's click. Now, if you have like two flows, I've explained this before. Let's say your boss says, okay, I want you to give me this file, but I don't want without the return join file. I only want just the combine of order table and people. So in that instance, you will have to publish two. One, with this one here that doesn't have this join of the return, all you really have to do is you can you see this plus place here in front of the, remember, this is where we have the join here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you want to publish the file for these two that does not include this return. You can come to this little plus here before this join here, and click on that plus and click the same output. So it's going to give you another option for output. So just specify how you want to, this output here now is only consists of just these two data. It does not include this return. As you can see the flow here. You get it?
Yes.
Dada, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Now, if you want to use the data for everything, this is the output here. Okay. So now, let's say you specify where you want to publish these two. You've configured your output location. Now, you can click on this run flow here to run your flow. But if you click on this run flow, it will only run this flow here, only this one here. It will not run this flow. And same thing, if you click on this run flow here, it will only publish this flow here. It will not run this flow. But if you want to run the flow at once, everything all together, after configuring your location, just use this flow here. This is the recommended flow for you to use. I've not used this one, but I think this one has to do with specific flow as well. But this, if I hover, it says run all flows, but this one just says run flow. But this one says run all flow. So if you have multiple outputs that you're trying to do, you just do it from here. Okay. So in this instance, we are just publishing only one for now. Let me remove this back. So we have our, so now let's make sure that we have our, and let's run our flow and see the result of our data. Okay, I'll click on this. So it's going to run the flow. It's going to tell you, so see, quickly everything is done. Now, depending on the data size, if the data is so big, this can take 20 minutes, it can take 1 hour, depending on the file size. But because our file is not that big, everything is done now. So we have our data. We can click done, and let's minimize this to see the output of our data here. So this is the flow that we did combined. So you can see it's showing up as a database. So I can, let's see if we can open it from here. I doubt if we open. Let's see. No, let's not waste our time. So let me open a new work. So let's say now we want to connect Tableau to our data source. All you have to do is open up your, don't close, we still come out to this. Let's open up a new Tableau. So our new Tableau is open. Let's connect to our published data source. Our data source is what?
CSV. It's not CSV.
Data source
we publish as a hyper.
Hyper, yeah.
So now, how do we connect a hyper from here? There's nothing here that says like, let's see if you see hyper.
You go to Tableau server.
Tableau server is if you want to open up, let's say we publish that file to the Tableau server, then we can sign in here and go in there and pull it in. But we didn't publish to server. So how do we get it?
That is on your desktop, I guess.
Yes, but which link do we use to pull it in here?
Microsoft Excel.
It's not an Excel. If I click on Excel and I go to my desktop, see, it's going to be, you can't find it because Tableau is not looking for Excel, and these are all the Excel in my desktop. Just use more here.
More, yeah.
Click on more, and then let's go to our desktop. Here is our data. And you can even see that with more, it's going to give you the option, because the more now, it doesn't know if you are bringing in from PDF, Excel. So it just give you so many options. You can also bring it from Excel, PDF, and all that. So let's open this up now. Boom, here is our data. And she's telling us that this is an extract, and we can go to, you see how quick it is to bring in this data? It was very quick, right? And then now we have our data right here. We have our data. And we can start analyzing. So if we want to see, okay, by category, how many returns do we have by category? How do we do that from here? How many returns do we have in our category? Remember, we have this return ID. You can't, let's say unique products that we have, you do CAN-D and then do your order ID return, because that's how to know how many products was returned. And then you can just drag it in here. There you go. So we have 136 unique product that was returned by each of these. Okay, and if you want to know which product was returned, okay, and you can also go ahead and start passing in your V's, bringing in the other product and so on. So this is how to quickly join your data instead of us coming to Tableau desktop and trying to do some join. We didn't do any join here. We did it at the prep level, and we have our outputs. That was clear, right?
Yeah.
Any question, Victor?
No.
Okay, so do we want to try this on ourselves again before we start reviewing our capstone?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, all right. So you don't have the desktop, right? And Dion is not here yet. Dion, are you back? Okay, all right. So Dada, I'm going to pass you, no, Victor, I'm going to pass you the control. I know Dada have more hands on this. So you guys can open a new one.
Okay.
Actually, you can open up your project capstone, and if you want to play with it, but let's try to get our data from start to publish. Or let me open a new one for you here. Okay, and let me connect to the data. So Victor doesn't hack into my file and steal. So let me connect myself.
Oh, your money. Ay. Ay, ay, ay.
Okay, all right. Let me pass you the control. How do I do that from here? Where is share control here again? Okay, remote control. Give mouse control to Victor. Okay. So Victor, you have it now.
Okay.
Dada, please work with him, okay?
Okay.
Oh, this is something we didn't ask him. This single.
No, we don't need that. We
Okay.
don't need.
Okay.
Don't ask that.
So how to do clean step?
All right. We agree that there was nothing to do here.
To clean, okay.
Right?
No, yeah. It's up to you. You guys thought was okay. Because what I might need might not be what you need. So you look and do it.
Okay,
Okay, all
but
right.
I don't think there's anything to clean here.
Just to stroll to the other side. Let's look. Let's check.
Okay.
Just slow, gently. Keep going. Well, I don't think there's any for now. Let's go to people.
Okay. So people now. So
Rename that one. The first one that clean name it as order. Is that order? How do you spell your order?
Is it not ORDER? Okay, I should put add S.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
We need to look. Clean step. Let's see what we can take from that place. Okay, we already have region and person. So, and the other one, order also has region. So in this case, what we can do is to do joining, to join it.
Okay, so it will join now. So if you take this now,
just drag it to join. Those two things we are like, no, take it very close to your hand. As if you want to your hand, yeah, then drop it on join. Correct. So now it has joined to the inner join, but
now
let's do a join.
So we should do a right join, is it not?
Left join.
Left, sorry. But before we do that, are we not going to like okay,
wait. Let's check what we want to do. Stroll to the. We have region. We have only region and person. So we are joining with region.
Region. So we join. So I can do this, is it not?
Why are you doing that, Victor? Why?
Okay, because most of our data are in order.
Absolutely. Good.
And that's order. So we join it so that I can bring you more.
I just want you to understand the concept and know why you are doing it. So in the real world, you know why you are doing that.
Yeah. So the next thing to do now is so it looks okay, is it not?
Okay.
Ada?
Yes, sir. So let's bring the return. Bring in the return. Drop it there. Okay, so do train step.
Okay, so we have
okay, so we have that updated this thing.
yes.
We need to.
So with this updated this thing have a other ID too.
Yes, expand
this other. Huh?
Expand that color so that we can see other things. Just expand it here.
Okay.
Gently, just okay. So we know that
it has the same other ID with this other one too.
Yeah. Before we go too far away,
No, I'm just looking.
that
It
that
is
people, the step just relate that one to as people.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
so it's to split now.
so let's read.
Since we want to join it with the other ID. So first we'll do automatic, is it not? Automatic
Yeah.
split.
Down. Okay, so we have automatic, but do we need the? I don't know if you know the date, but anyway, let's
So we
do
have
the
to split this now.
table calculation here. Just
Okay,
highlight it.
this one here.
Hmm. Let's do the calculated field. Before the calculated field,
Mm.
we
Have to label it, sorry.
we
So
are
now,
split.
huh?
No, we can't do calculated field now. The second one, that one that you're highlighting now. The third
Mm.
one, the third column. No, not that one. The one by the right, to the right one. Yeah, we
This,
need.
this,
Yes, we need to split that one also.
or we need to split this.
Yes.
We automatic split or custom.
Do automatic. Even custom too will work anyway.
Okay.
So
Why don't you take it step by step? First of all, split with the first space so to have the return ID on their own, so you can label that and have, that one is out of the way. Then you can start struggling to get the return reason out. If you try to do everything at once, you might not get your reason.
Okay, so we said we should split this first.
no, not down. Go back again. Take out the calculated field step.
No, it's just my own way, because you also want to get the return ID so you can use that to join with the other table. So first of all, split out the return the other ID from that table and label it so you know that that one is out of the way, and then you can start struggling with the rest.
Yeah, not that one. The almost the last one, to the extreme right. Yeah, yeah. Let's take out this thing from there. Split it. Then let's use custom split. Custom split. So we use space. Then two field. Then split. So we can get other ID. Are you giving us the other ID?
No.
Let's go back. Go to the other your extreme left. The result should be somewhere there. Okay, that's it.
Okay, yes, yeah.
Yeah. So rename it. Rename it as other ID.
Okay, so we can take this one off.
Which one?
This.
No, not yet. Rename it. Rename it as where A, B, C, or 1A or 2A or whatever. Just rename it as something that we can call.
Let me call it A.
Mm-hmm.
Then this.
Yes. B.
But is it not the same?
Okay, they are the same in that case because we had too many. Okay, take out one, take that one, take that
This
one
one.
out. Remove
Okay.
it. Remove it.
All the ones that are not giving you meaningful data, just remove them so you know where you are. So those ones
So
do
we
not
can
confuse
take this
you.
one off too.
Take it out. Take the USA, C, and all of that, and the dates. Take it out. And the date. Take it out. Okay, so that
Okay.
one.
If I were you, I would remove that product as well.
This.
No, that the A. Remove it
Okay.
because it's not giving you what you want yet. So just remove it.
Okay.
Now go to the table, the second one, no, the second one.
On.
Yeah, that one, and expand it. Then you cannot use automatic in this because once you do it once, it will give you what you want, right?
Automatic.
Mm.
Okay. So we have we see.
So I've split it, have you? Okay, so
So
now
I
no,
can
make those,
remove this now.
take it out here. Then those 3 consecutive ones, just maybe A, B, C, and let's go to the one.
So come here.
A, B, C, yeah. Okay, so let's do calculated field and do the calculation. Okay, so remember the calculation, right?
Mm.
Okay, so A plus quotes,
So
whatever.
this updated order return, are we going to take that off?
Take it out, take it out, we don't need it.
So it's A
Yeah, plus
plus. Then
plus
huh?
plus
Let me see. It's A plus. Okay. Uh-oh. A
plus
then plus B.
yes, so Victor.
Then oh, we have to put it in bracket like that.
Hmm?
You
We
have
have
to
to.
call see, the reason why I name it AB, it's just that I can easily pull them in, but you can name it anything. So you don't have to do A like this. You have to make sure it's the name of that table. So now
Okay.
click on B. So
I
the B.
think I know what to do. I'll just do like this. I'll paste. Then I'll change this to A. To B. To C. Then I'll say apply, is it not?
Name it. Name your table. You're not naming.
Here.
Yes, you have to label your table.
So what do I call it now? Dada, help me out.
Victor, let's call it anything. Just call it, say, order return or whatever, and let's move on.
Okay.
Apply as save and move. Okay, so that is it. That's what I ordered. So we don't need the ABC. Now delete ABC. Okay, so I think we got what we wanted now. So let's do joining. Let's now join them. Okay, so let's do it left join. That went down is okay. So do a left join because it did not capture everything. Let's do a left join. Okay, aggregate. Do the aggregation.
It's flow. No, output, sorry.
No, you just put in your aggregation, but you've not actually add the members there. Just go to add all, like I said, click on add all in your aggregation. No, you've opened your aggregation already.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Just click add all. Tableau will figure out the best way to aggregate. This is what I normally do.
Okay.
All right, so let's run the
Output.
You can add a step first to view how your join and aggregation is looking, to check it. Okay, so if that looks okay by you, then you can add an output.
So we do the hyper. That's it. Thanks. You can have the control back.
You want to configure your output. Where do you want to save it? What do you want to name it?
Oh, no, I don't want to save it in your.
Just configure it here, but
you don't even want to hold that. You don't want to hold that control.
Okay. So name this now, B.
Yeah.
You've not defined where you want to put it. So if you run it, it's going to give you error.
Okay.
Yeah. So where do you want to save it?
On desktop.
And then name it. What do you want to name it?
I'll call it Combined Superstore.
Okay. All right. And then you click OK, and then you run. Nice.
Yeah. And now, thanks.
Victor, wait.
Okay. So Dada, do you want to take the control and
Okay,
do this?
Yes. Let's Dada do it.
Okay.
Right.
Dada should take the control.
Let me.
When Dion comes back, Dion will take the control too.
Okay, so let me. Can I clear this? No. Okay, let me open a new one and close this. Don't save. Okay, I'm going to connect for you to save time. So that you can do all this in 5 minutes, right? Go ahead. Let me give you the control.
Yes, sir.
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got it. Control. Yeah. Yes, sir. Start this. Do over here. So I go to the people. I can do. Add step. Okay, so I already have a region, and region is there, so no waste. There's no point wasting our time. Just join, and then once it's done, do left join. Okay, go here. Okay, so next thing is add step. Let's go to some people. Click on. Okay, so this is where we start from to split. Not explain. Don't need this one. Sorry, I'm not talking about, but it's okay. I don't need this one either. Do I need this one? I don't need this one either. I don't need this one. Okay. Oh yeah. No, Shelley, my system is not responding. Where is it your system? Okay. I'm coming. This system is okay. So let me just do custom speed. Okay, space. 2, 3. Cool. I will name this one order ID. Okay. Then I don't need this one for now. Also, I can keep this one. So I can write. I can split this one as well. And custom split by space. Oh no. Let me do automatic split here. Alright. So take this one now. I don't need it. This. I don't need this one either. Okay. Let's see. Return. Then we call A plus no plus B B plus Victor, please can you remind me of this calculation again?
Don't put plus. See, A plus, you have to put plus in front of the B and in front of the C. No, put the plus there where it was before. Then go to the front of the, no, in front of the B.
B. Okay.
No, put plus in front of the B and after the B.
Oh, okay. Plus here. Plus here. Okay, cool. Okay. And that's it. Okay.
In front of the C.
Okay.
So let's check it now.
But I don't have the code for the other one. Should I send it to code DC?
You see, what code is that?
The calculation is valid now, so.
Okay.
You can use the double quote or the single quote, but just stay with one convention. Don't mix the two together. It's still the same.
I get to what I'm asking is, I don't have to write anything any longer now.
No. You are just combining the three fields.
Okay, so I have this one now, auto return, so I don't need this one anymore. This one anymore. And then this one. So I got everything I wanted right now. So the next thing is for me to also join with the order. So I'm joining here. Okay, cool. After joining, so I can do the left join because there are so many stuff that are not really are still outstanding, so I can see that, then I can join. So I have about 10,000 included, so the next thing is to aggregate. Yeah, so add all. Okay, so output. We'll save here. Run output now.
Okay. Okay. All right. Nice.
All right, thank you.
So
It didn't
let's
tell me
do an. Huh?
where I should. Okay, it didn't tell me where I should save, but it's okay, right?
Yeah, but this is just the quick step. All right.
Yeah.
So let's do another. Because we're going to round up Tableau Prep today, and it will now be on you to start using it and prepping it and improve yourself. That's why you have your projects. Okay. If you guys want to use my own desktop, I also have a Tableau Prep for 1 year. Dion have for 14 days. So whichever one you want to use, but play with it, or you can also use Power Query. You still have the same results. You can also do it this way. Okay.
This one seems more straightforward, easier. I mean, far more than the Power Query.
It depends. It depends. When it comes to like large data, Tableau Prep is best. Because in Excel, the maximum number of rows is like 1,040,000 records. So if you are dealing with larger data, then you're going to have problem using Power Query. But with this, it has no limit. You can bring in all your village member in there. It will run it for you. Okay.
All right.
So, all right. Let me. Is Dion back? Okay, she's not back. All right. Now, let me open a new one here and let's do another scenario of cleaning data. There's one data I'm looking for. It has to do with the student loan. I have the dashboard, but I don't know where I kept the data. That data was so dirty, very dirty. Yeah. So, but I might have to look for it for my next class. Let me go to Excel here and.
How about the data that we used for the previous class? For the previous class, when Ralph downloaded the Tableau Prep, I think that one also had a lot of steps.
Which one is that?
There was a data that we used when the previous class, the class before this one, when Ralph downloaded.
Remind me of the topic.
It was
you can see right now, I'm embedding your feedback that we need to start naming our class other than just using the date.
Absolutely,
so,
which is awesome.
Yeah. So, but if you can remind me of the
I think it's towards the last before we started interview. So we did a Tableau Prep. Then it was Ralph that actually downloaded that has the control for that Tableau Prep at that time. But I can't remember the data that we used. But we did a lot of cleaning steps that are far more than this.
Okay. Okay, maybe I don't remember it, but now let's play with your data. The one for your capstone.
This is a nuclear reactor.
Okay, you want to do that with this?
No, I'm asking.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay, I want to Alio extended school.
Let's play with our capstone.
No, that one is totally up to. I don't want to give you guys any clue. Let's do with this. Victor, now in this place here, we only have one.
This one is not good for us.
No, it's good. This is good. We only have one table here. So let's view how the data is looking. Okay, so let's look at our data. We have, this is the region. You have the salesperson. Here is the salesperson ID here, and here is the shop ID. Wow, which data is this? I've not seen this data. Okay, allow extended public. I'll build a requirement on this. Now, if you look at this, we have the shop ID. This is the salesperson, and that is the salesperson ID. Now, salesperson and salesperson ID, what's the difference?
It's the same thing. It's just
They are
one
the
have
same.
the ID card, I mean the ID name, while the other one is the name, the real name.
Absolutely.
But I want to ask a question. You have two tables here, the one on top and the one below. So can you tell us the difference between these two?
This one here?
This one on top, this table on top,
This
and
one
this
on
one
top
below.
here?
Is it a breakdown of the one on top?
Yes.
No, are you talking about this one here and this one here?
Yes.
This is just the metadata, and this is the real data itself.
Okay.
This is like a summary.
Like a guide.
So, for example, if you look in here, it's telling that you have 3 unique data in this region, north, south, and west. Then here is giving you how they all populate.
Okay.
Okay, this is like a summary of this data.
Okay.
So if you want to start, Lucky, if you want to start looking at the data to see, okay, do I need this one? I don't need this one. This is dirty. This is not dirty. This is okay. Which one are we going to be looking at first? Is it the metadata or the data that is giving us? And how do you know that, okay, this one is okay, this one is not okay? Though in some cases it will be obvious, but some are, they be hidden.
Good question. I've told you before, a lot of companies, they keep structured data. Okay. They have some team that are responsible to making sure their data is structured and saved in the database for analysis. So you might not be doing this data jingling like we are doing now, you might not, but you might still have to bring in data like do union or combine multiple files to work with, okay? So the data might be already cleaned like we have most time. Okay. A lot of times it's going to come clean, but there might be a times whereby you need to rearrange something or exclude something, or or like we did, split a column, so you can use that to join. So at least you know how to do it. Your requirement will always guide you, and based on your requirement and what you're trying to do, that will guide you on what data you need to clean, what you need to bring in, and so on. Okay. Hello.
Hello. So which means you can be giving data, for example, now, and you might not need everything in the data set.
No, you're not going to be needing everything in data. It depends on the requirement. Like, for example, here now, if I look at here now, okay, and I go in here, I might not need everything here. So it's only what they want to use that I will only bring to my worksheet. Just because I have everything here does not mean I have to use everything in the worksheet. It depends on what the users want from these categories and here. Okay. So I've not seen this data before. Wow, this is a nice data. So now, just looking through this data, do you see anything that we might need to clean up here? You see anything that we might need to clean up?
What's that item NR? Item NR.
Which one?
Yeah.
What is it? Item number. So some people might just call it item. You should know that this is just mean number. It's just abbreviation.
Okay. Is it the product ID?
This is just what it might be the product, but here it says item. In the data, I don't know what it is. So you might have to ask the developer or the PM, what does this mean? Does it represent the product, or they will explain to you? You might not know what all the data mean. So if you are assigned that project, then you need to like take our time, explore the data, and ask questions. You understand? So right here, you can see we have shop ID, we have salesperson here, and if you come to the beginning here, we have sales ID, salesperson, shop ID. No, please mute. Okay, all right. So
why is it being repeated?
No reason. This is how we got the data. So you and I, we are just seeing this data for the first time, right? We are just seeing this data for the, so we might have to ask question. Okay, we might have to ask question. Why is it being repeated? Are they different? Now, for example, let's do some explore. The way I will try to explore this, let's do the shop ID, for example, shop ID. Let me do shop ID. So now I want to compare the data. You can see this shop ID here, and this, it looks the same. But yeah, if I hover over this, I see that this ID has 6,332 rows. I can go in here, it has the same number of rows. If I see this here, 4,050 rows and 4,000, so this might just be the same. Repetition. Maybe somebody, but here it says shop ID partner. So maybe why partner? You understand? So if I bring this in here now, I can say, okay, let me just experiment. Let me just drag this and merge the two tables. I want to see if it's going to increase my number of record. So because I don't want to have duplicates. So let me go back in here now. See, I still have that 4,059, and I still have that 6,063. So I'm not having no duplicate yet. Okay, right?
So which means you can leave it like that then?
Or you can just say, yeah, or you can just say, let me leave, because I don't know why they label this partner, because I'm not the one that developed this data. I can just say, let me leave this, okay? Let me leave it until I have a further clarification for me to know what to do. Or you can just leave it. It doesn't hurt your analysis. Just leave it and bring everything in, okay? If it has nothing to do with your analysis, just leave it. If it has nothing to do with your requirement, just leave it. Okay, but make sure.
Can we also check the salesperson? Okay. Oh, okay. No, this salesperson ID that have partner, and this is different. This one is 22, while this one is 9. See, salesperson, the second
this
box.
One here?
No, the second box here, from your left. That salesperson partner is 22. Then the fourth one too. Sorry.
No, this is just the salesperson. This is the salesperson ID. So it's not, even though they are not the same data, even though they mean the same person, they identify the same person.
22, okay.
Yeah, so this is the ID and this is the person. Like say, this person's name, this is the ID for this person's name, just like that.
Okay, it's the same because it's the same 22, 22.
Okay, all right. So, but here, let's look at our aggregation here. You can see here we have price for 2014, price from 2015, price for 2016.
Can we combine the prices?
It's different years.
For you to be able to pull in that price in one aggregate, but you can categorize them by this year, what do you need to do?
You can pivot.
You do a pivot.
Absolutely. So for me, I like to do a pivot. But there are also some kind of analysis whereby they just need to compare 2014 and 2015. You understand? So you can also leave it like this so that you can easily, let's say, for example, now, let me go to my DAX. Let me clear here. If I bring in my order date here, So you see that we have 4 years in that year field, right? Okay, let me do apply and click OK. Let me bring this to the view. Okay, I didn't select anything, sorry. Let me bring in my sales, for example. Let's say now they want to compare 2016 to 2015. Okay, they want to know the percentage difference between this year and this year. How do you do that?
We can exclude 2013 and 20.
First of all, you have to separate it. You have to do a calculation to separate for 2016. You have to do another calculation to separate 2015. Then you cannot combine them. I mean, do a comparison, because right now they are all in one measure, just like we have in here. Okay. So if that is what you want to do, you might as well just leave your price like this so you can compare them, do some kind of difference analysis. For example, let me show this. Where's my tablet? Now I can say if my year here, I don't want to do, okay, let's do this one first. Let's say 2016, then give me the sales. And so I'm saying that if this year equals to this 2016, then give me this sales, and I click enter. If I bring this right here now to my test, you can see that it's only giving me only for that 2016. See, it's only giving me for only 2016.
Yeah.
So now, if I need to do for 2015 as well, I can create a duplicate here. Don't forget to always name your sheet. Right now, I'm not naming because I'm just trying to do example, and I do OK. And then if I bring this in here, so you can see now it's only giving me only for 2015 here. So now that I have it too, I can now say, okay, I can answer, okay, maybe I want to do the comparison here. I want to say if this one here, this year is greater than this year here, then they call it, for example, grade, for example, else, let's call it U for now, and okay, so if I bring in, if I now bring in, let's say I bring in the year back here, and I bring in my sales here, and I bring in this calculation. Let's say I put it here, so you can see that I cannot compare only where only these two. Here is giving me UU because it's not greater than. But this is just an example how to extract two different data from one dimension and do a comparison. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is because in this split here, if you want to do similar kind of analysis here by comparing the price for different years to themselves, then you can just leave it this way and just go in and start comparing. But if you want to like say, okay, you want to view the aggregate of your price for different years across different dimensions, then you can just do a pivot here and use your year to categorize this price. For example, okay, you know, if you are working in this Tableau Prep, there's a trick. You can just go in here and see preview. There's a way where you can preview. Hold on. Let me see if I pass in this, for example. No. You should be able to preview your data.
Is it not?
Okay, yeah, okay. So you see on this not here, on this little on this step, right click on there and you see preview in Tableau desktop. So you can, if I click on it now, it's going to create a kind of a quick workbook for me and open it up in Tableau desktop so I can see how my data is looking. Okay, so now I see it open up a Tableau on its own. So I can see that right here I have my 2014 price, 2015 price. Right now, if I bring in my region here, and I bring in my 2014 in test here, I'm only viewing the data for 2014.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm only viewing for 2014. So even if I bring in my year date here, and I select my next here, and I say, okay, let me bring in all and do filter. I click OK. So if I do show me, and I say, okay, let me view 2016.
Okay.
Listen, you're not supposed to give you anything. It's not supposed to give anything because you are looking at only price for 2015 unless there are some stuff passed in here for 2015 into this data. Okay, but that we need to investigate more. So, but to avoid this, okay, to have everything at one aggregate level, let me close this, don't save. I will say, let's do a split here. I'll just select this and select this, and then I'll do.
Is this split or pivot?
No, sorry, a pivot.
Pivot, sorry.
Sorry, a pivot. Yeah, you're right. I'll do a pivot. Now it's giving me the table of pivot 1 and pivot 2. So let it run because it's still running. Oh, okay. I know what this is. I know what this is. I know why it's giving. Now this is just telling us what we are selling for this year, and what we are selling for this year, and what we are selling for this year. Okay.
Which means everything is in one.
Yes. So it's just to show you it's like saying Gary was sold in last year for 10 naira, and this year is being sold for 20 naira.
Yeah.
So that is what this is, okay? So in that case, do you think this is an aggregate or a dimension?
It should be dimension.
Why?
Because it's telling you like how much is sold on
absolutely
each year.
Yes, yes, you are right.
Adding everything. Yeah.
Yeah, because right now you cannot really aggregate them. They are just a price telling you what the price was for that year. So it's not really, it's not telling you how much they make.
No.
Absolutely, that's a good thinking. So we don't need to really do this then. We don't need to do this splits. We don't. Unless we want to just do the split, but still use them as a dimension.
No need for the pivots, the pivot.
Yeah, so for me, I won't need to do the, sorry, I keep saying split. I don't know why split is always in my head now. So,
you know, we did a lot of splits recently.
Yeah, so for me, let's remove this step, remove, we don't need this. So we can just leave our table this way. So in this case here, what I would just do here, that is why I said it's good to ask questions. So if you have asked your users, I mean, the data to tell you that this is just the prices that are how much you are selling for those years. So it's not really a measure. So here we can just go in here and change this to, so even right now it's even showing up as a blue number, as a blue measure. So which means this is still showing up as a dimension. But for us to just be on the safe side, you can just change it to string or just leave it, okay? Because let's do that preview again, because it was coming up in the measure, right?
Yes.
Let it open.
Coming up as a measure.
That's not a big deal. You can quickly fix it either here or at the Tableau desktop level, right?
Yeah.
So it's showing up here. So I can just drag this in here now because I can bring this in here. So it's telling me the prices for this item. Let's see which item is this. So it's telling me for this item number, this was the price for 2015, 2016, and so on. So this is what this is. Victor, that was a very good catch.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give you a discount off your balance, but that was a very good catch.
Yay! Thank you in advance.
Vicolo.
So you see that in 2014, the price for this item was $6.39, then increased to $7, and then it increased to
$7.45.
$7.45. That was just what this is. Absolutely nice, nice. Okay. So now, if we want to know what is the percentage increase of this product over the past 3 years, at what percent has this product increased over the past 3 years?
So you put about the next 3 years. You're asking a question?
Yes.
Okay. Can we put a price on text, then run the quick table calculation?
Price. Quick table calculation.
Percentage of total? No.
You have to do a calculation. So you have to know at what percentage. Now, I'm going to put up it. I didn't even know I have this kind of data here. This kind of data I like to do some kind of free dashboarding with. Okay, but now you have to do a calculation. Okay, for example, for me, I know what to do, but when I'm working like a project, I just like to go in there. For example, I can go into Google and I will say, calculate. This is how I get all my requirements, something that I don't know, and I have to do it. This is how I always get my stuff done. I can say calculate the percentage change
across
okay,
yes,
for multiple years.
okay.
Calculate percentage change over multiple years. See, I can just type this and I'll come back here and just say in Tableau. So at least that will help me streamline to give me the calculation I need for Tableau. And I click OK. Now, here you can see it's going to give you many options. So what I normally like to do is go to wherever I see community.tableau.com, because that's where a lot of users come in there to find the solution. Okay, here I can see percentage change year over year and previous periods. Okay, maybe this might be what I want. I'll click on it. And so this one is asking a question.
Okay, and the other one answer.
This one
and the other one is solving it.
Yeah, no, probably they will tell you what they are trying to do and how they did it, and then people might say, okay, do it this way. So this person is telling you sum of sales minus sum of sales this previous year and last year, blah blah blah. Okay, you can answer here. Okay, and most time, if that answer is correct, they will mark it here, correct answer. You see, yeah, so this person here now is saying that this solution here is the correct answer.
Awesome.
Okay, that is why I say you can basically do anything without even going to school to study it. Everything you need is online. Okay. Now, if you also, now here, now, you see this person also attach a workbook of all these calculations. So you can also just go in here and download this workbook. Is allowed because Tableau Community is a secure community by Tableau. So you can just open it up and see what they did, and you can just copy the code from there, or you can just go in the view there and just replicate what they did.
Okay.
So this was what the person did here. I can see, so all the calculation he did, everything is there. You see,
So
difference in sales this month versus last year. So if you edit, you see the calculation there. So let's say for me now, I want to use this calculation. Yeah, the formula, everything is there. So, but for me now, I'm not trying to do this month and this month. For example, let me go. Yeah. You say sales this month, previous year. Let's see how you did it. Okay. So it's looking up, look up sum of sales minus 12 years. So which means this calculation, we always look at your current month and backdate it to 12 months ago. So let's say now we are in April. So it's going to look at April and give you the April for last year. So if you come into May, it automatically look at May and go back to May last year. This is what the calculation is doing.
So if we're looking between January this year and April this year, so what are we going to do? Is it -4? Will it be -4 or -5?
Yes, -4. April this year. You mean April January, this year?
Yeah, from January this year to April this year, just 4 months.
Yeah, that's 4 months. Yes, 4 months. You just change it to -4. Yes, -4.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's how basically I do most of my stuff. Okay.
Okay, so I can copy this one now if I want to, because in his initial this in his that one that the next one, difference in sales. No, the calculation on top. Yeah, see difference in sales. He already has how he did his sales this year.
Yeah, so what he did was to create this calculation and create this calculation, then divide it because he's looking for percentage change.
Yes, so I can copy how he did this one, the sales this month, previous year, and sales this year, previous year. Copy, do that one, replicate that on my listing before I can follow this sample then. Okay.
Yes. Good. Yeah. So now what you have to do here, for example, if I go to this sales this month, for example, if I go in here, remember he's looking at sales. So maybe you want to do it on profits. So what will you do here?
I will look up sum of profit.
Exactly. Exactly. That's it. Okay. Now let's look at another calculation here. If I go in here, now he's doing date, trunk, month, order date. But let's say in your own calculation, your date there, it just says year.
Yeah.
So which means you have to change this to your own year. But the calculation, everything here is the same. This is not. This thing has nothing to do with your own data. But this is the month, the date calculation. All you have to change is this one to what you want.
Okay. Which one? Order date. No.
Let's say let's say the year in your own date is called year.
Yeah. You change it to year.
You change it to year.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I wish we can be doing things like this, like brainstorming.
I have told you several times. Okay, like the last homework I gave you guys, it was only a Ejiro that went online and do her research. You've not been researching. I told you go online and do your research. I've said it several times. Dada, am I lying?
No, I'm not.
So you have to learn how to, because you will not know everything.
And I wish if we can do it in group, like in class like this,
No, I know what.
This one will stick.
What Victor is saying. Lucky, on several occasions, I remember you have mentioned, and it is true. I know that whenever I need it, I can go. But you see now, what you did just now is more clearer. Yes. You know what I would have done? That one that is not in the workbook is what I would have rather copied.
Exactly.
The one that is, that the whoever answered it, what they suggested, some of this.
Okay.
Yeah, the one on top. Yeah, this is what I would rather have copied. If you show that, I will have copied some of sales minus sales this month, and I'll be like, how do I get sales this month and all of that? But now you are able to show us the workbook, how they do it. Then again, there are different ways. Some people, they will answer it. Maybe they are correct, they are not correct, you don't know. But you see, you also pinpoint to the fact that, oh, if it is correct, they will give
come
feedback.
and say it like exactly.
So I will know where I'm going without wasting time or testing, or you understand.
Okay, I understand what you're saying now.
Because a lot of people come with different solutions when we do when we do
it still
our
work.
meeting.
It still work. It still work. You understand? It still work. Then another option again, maybe you try this one out and it's not giving you exactly what you're looking for. Or what you have to do is go back to your search and look at another trend. Okay, and let's look calculated fit for percentage change. Let's look at what this one did. And you can see, okay, you're looking for this date, and looking for the change. Okay, that might help us now. And then let's scroll down. You see the calculation that this person is using. Now, this person here is not marked correct, but let's see the comment. Sometimes the people that need help might forget to mark this as correct. They just get their solution and walk away. They won't give this person his credit. But if you come over here, you can see that.
Thanks, Michael. Formula is not working. I don't need to indicate the date in the formula.
Okay, all right. But this formula here might work for someone else, because if you look at this here, I say 3 of 3 people found this helpful. So it means even though even though this formula did not work for this person, but it also solved somebody else's problem. Okay. Yeah, that was why I told you, you as a developer, who are you? You are a problem solver. Remember that? Your duty is to solve organization data problem. Okay?
This is very insightful.
I learned a lot today.
Yeah. Okay, so I can see the workbook now.
Yeah, now this person says, this worked for me. See, this worked for me. To anyone that uses percentage difference, 100% greater than this, blah, 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 blah. Okay, now you see, this one worked for me. So you can also just download this workbook and open it up, and then you can see what the person did in there.
Okay.
Yeah. But try to explore on your own. Try to now just take a data, you try searching. The moment you start searching online on your own for solutions, you start discovering more. You start discovering more. You understand? But if you don't explore on search, you might not see. Now, this person did the calculation here, say percentage difference. How did he calculate the percentage difference between this month and this month here? So if I go in here now and edit, oh, zero sum, lookup sum, volume, blah, blah, lookup sum, value, -1. So which means I can apply this to, like, let's say for the year. Okay, I can apply this for the year. The volume here, this is just the volume.
For me, it can be for sales or whatever.
Yeah, so let's see this person here. Let's see if we can change this to year. Okay, they only have 1 year worth of data in here. Let's see.
Oh, you can actually play with this data like this?
Yeah, you can. Wow. This is full, but you have to have Tableau desktop.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to have the desktop because, yeah. But you can see also get this like this with Tableau Prep, but you have to open it up. Just like copy
Tableau public now, I can't do anything with this.
You can do it, but you still have to copy it. That is why, for example, if I come in here, they will first of all paste the solution somewhere. This person should paste this solution here and then attach the workbook. So if you're working with Tableau Public, you can open a Tableau file. You can just copy this here.
Okay.
Okay. So right now, for example, let's quickly do a quick demo. Let's copy that code, for example, and let's see if it's going to work for us in the year here. I can just copy this here. Copy. Let's come to our, okay, this is where we want to use our, we want to see the percentage difference, right? Let's see if this gives us what we're looking for. And let me just modify this. Now we want to look for our percentage difference in terms of profits. So now I see that this volume here is giving us error because we don't have volume in our data.
Is it profit? No, there's profit in our data. Is it profit we're looking for or the sales?
No, we are just trying to look for the price difference.
Yeah, the sales price.
Okay, let's just look for our, okay, let's just look for anyone for now because of our time. Let's say we are looking for sales. Okay, the sales difference in these years. Okay, so now we have to edit this to, let's say, sales. Sales, right? So now you see it's valid. So every other thing here doesn't have anything to do with your data. It's just the calculation to look for your previous year, which means look at this sales 1 year backward or 1 month backward or 1 day backward. Let's click OK, and let's bring in this to our test, and let's do like a table, and let's change this to like percentage. Let's format this to be percent, and let's do 1% here. Okay, we can quickly let's rearrange this. Let's bring in our year here. Let's see. Okay, and let's bring our sales to the front. So you can see that the difference between, now it's not going to give you anything here because you are looking at the year difference. So there's nothing before 2013. So between 2013 and 14, there was a negative of 2.8 change because in that 2013 there were more sales, but in 2014 there were less sales. So you sold less than the previous year. You get it?
Very correct.
Absolutely. Now, in 2015, you made more sales, and the difference is 29.3%.
Yeah.
So now, if you in the real world, and okay, we want to look at our sales percentage change over the years, this is what you do. Just go online and search. That's why I keep telling you, do your research. Try to start getting research. You've known everything you want to know about Tableau, but you cannot memorize everything. You are not expected to know everything, but know where to get your resources.
And even though they made a lot of sales in 2016, the percentage difference is more because of the volume when you compare 2015 to 2014.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. And it looked like 2015 is more because 2014 was smaller to 20. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we still change? Can you change this to bar graph? Let's see.
Bar graph as in?
I mean, yeah.
Show me.
No, you show me.
Show me.
No, it's because of the way that okay, you can do it this way, and you can increase it here.
And flip. Okay.
So you can see that, let me flip this, let me flip this. So you can see, and
they can come inside themselves.
Yeah, you can see that this year, they can show your tooltip, depending on how you want to show this.
Yeah.
Okay,
so one is showing the actual figure, the other one showing the percentage.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can do bar in bar.
Yes.
Yeah, but this scale is going to be different. So let's do it dual axis. So the scale is going to be different. Now, if you do a synchronized, you're going to spoil everything because the scale is different.
Okay.
So in this case, if you want to do bar in bar, make sure you don't sync. Don't sync. You can just hide the scale. Okay. Don't synchronize the bar because the scale is different. You're going to get,
Okay.
yeah. So in this way, I can come in here. So, okay, which one is my, this one? I can just come in here and reduce the sizes for this one and just reduce it. You get it?
Yeah.
So 2015 is still the like highest percentage in terms of the price.
Yeah, but this can be misleading. You know why, right? Because of this volume to this volume.
Yes, 14
But
years.
actually, this is the best.
It's the best, yeah.
This is just telling us the percentage change.
Yes.
Yeah.
Change in ratio.
Yeah.
So now, as you are walking through your capstone now, please try to do research. Don't just try to rely on data. Victor is always looking for expo. Now, I'm giving you the ultimate expo.
Expo master. No, but I don't have cleaning instruments.
No, that's why you guys can work
I have
together
to
on
rely
that.
on Dion. This time I'm not
I'm
relying
here.
on Dada, I'm
I'm
relying on
here.
Dion.
You know, you guys can work together to clean the data, but
Yeah.
try to do research on your own. For example, if I go on Tableau, what's it called, on Tableau Public, okay? For example, I can say I want to see the views of the day, gallery. You see what people are doing, a lot of crazy views. Look at this. Look at what people are doing with Tableau. So even though this is not real, all these are just customized dashboard, okay? Your users, the business environment might not like this kind of flash, but these are just customized dashboard. So you can just, okay, you are looking for healthcare dashboard because your capstone is for like healthcare, right? You can say, okay, you want to see some kind of healthcare dashboard. You can come in here and type in, where's the search? Healthcare dashboard or healthcare reports, for example. Just typing in here, and it's going to bring in all what other people have done with healthcare reports. You can say, okay, let me look at this.
Yes.
And you say, wow, I like this. You can say, okay, let me try to replicate my project with this. You can do it. You can say, okay, let me keep exploring. I want to see what other people have done. Let me check this healthcare.
I want to replicate, so I will have to download.
The capstone is right there.
Where is it? You seen it?
Oh, Dion, why are you like this? Oh, Lord.
You seen it?
Why
No,
Okay, I'm going to hide it.
Oh, Dion, why?
I didn't see it. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm like, it's a capsule right there. That's it.
So you can look at what people did and try to replicate it. It's very simple. But if you don't try to benchmark those that have been there before, you won't really know which way to go. That is why I keep accrediting Ejiro, even that I keep doing that as well. Look at something and try to do it. Make the mistake, but the mistake will make you a pro.
Please, I have something I want to see.
You know, like this Tableau, nobody taught me. Nobody sat me down like this to teach me.
Sir?
Yes?
I have something I want to say.
Okay.
I'm taking this very personal. Me that I'm a new student, you'll be comparing me with Dada and Ejiro.
No,
How is that possible? How is that possible?
Never.
How? I'm taking it personal.
No, I'm not comparing. We don't compare here. No, nobody's comparing. I'm just saying. What I'm trying to say is push you to get out of your comfort norm to do like, okay, I want to be the best in this place.
Oh yeah, I'm just kidding. Don't mind me.
Okay. So, but I'm not comparing you. But after in our next class, I'm going to be comparing you because now you're no more a newbies because you're doing well. You're doing absolutely well. You just need to like master more techniques. So this is the capstone that you saw, right? Let's see if it's
Hey,
you see what you did?
I did not know. I just asked, so
Okay, even though
my
this
mouth
is
different now.
it's not the same data. So, but
is not the same.
if you want to do it this way, you can go ahead. No, it's the same data. I'm sure this person, it's the same data. I can see Insulin, King, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's the same
No,
data.
it's not. That one was about
It's the
immunization
same.
and
Go and
vaccine.
copy this one. Okay, Victor, go and copy this.
That one was
It's the
about
same thing. See
vaccine.
the age. Yeah, have you looked at the data? Have you looked at it, Victor?
Yeah, I saw. I checked.
But
I looked at it.
but I
It
think
was
what
more.
he did was to group the age, reduce the age group.
Yes.
Because the age group had some less than 6 months, 6 to 11, 10 months. Me, I was going to go and group all of them to 0 to 2 years.
Don't worry, guys. We'll do a better one, guys.
Yeah, but you guys can do a better job than this.
Yes. So
because
when
for
are we
me,
meeting to do that, please?
If I do this dashboard, I'll do a better job. I can tell this person is also trying to learn. I can tell. Because, for example, what is this? This.
Say the time and date so that
you should give me time. I'm at your call. Give me give me your time. Let me hear.
Anytime, just anytime you know you are free. Okay, anytime that is free.
No, we will agree. Let's agree. We can agree on the group chat. Let's agree on the group chat.
Okay, all right. I'll let you guys do that. Now look at something like this. Make sure that because look at what the person did. He gave a write-up, a description, and all that. And if you go to the mapping, this is a neat professional job.
That's really professional.
No, just try to give some kind of a little bit of explanation, put in some pictures, some logos. Just do research, and try. This is a nice report. Okay, this is a nice report. Nice. And then you say, who are the CROs, blah, 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 and all this. Okay. Dion, I'm personally trusting you to be the best in this capstone, and there's a prize for you. Anybody?
Me too. I'm trusting her to be the
not
best.
everybody, for Dion.
I said I'm trusting her to be the best, to bring out the best capstone.
Okay, all right. So go online and do your research. All right.
Okay,
like I said in my email, I wish you all the best.
When is the project due?
Next week, Thursday, is the presentation. Everybody will present your finding. You make your report as if you're presenting to board of directors. So you're going to be in your suit, in your corporate attire with your video. You want to see your video.
Guys, can we meet up on, is Sunday okay?
Yeah.
What time on Sunday?
Let's do 5, just within 2 hours, 1 hour to 5. Let's make it like we're coming on Sunday.
Because I go to work at 7, so just 5 is okay.
5 is okay. Let's 1 hour, 30 minutes max. Then we can just share the
to clean the data, just to clean the data.
Then. Once we're done with the data, then we can just have an idea, maybe share a few ideas of what we want to achieve. Then we can go and develop whatever we want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Fine.
Okay, thanks everyone. And Monday we start on our interview on agile environment, how to comport ourselves, how to behave in the agile environment, what agile means to you, how to answer some questions on interview. And then in the process, if you have any question in your capstone, we can all go through it together, okay?
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to put this video up for Dion.
Please, thank you, sir.
Tonight, but you're going to have a lot to learn in this Tableau Prep cleaning, because we did more examples.
I was passing by, coming to look a little bit, seeing Victor doing some acrobats. I was like, okay.
Magic.
Okay, all right. All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night.